Hi, I'm JERMgaming, and today we're looking at the Star Wars Battlefront Beta on the Potato Masher. The Potato Masher is a $350 computer custom built in December of 2014 and designed to compete against the PlayStation 4 for the rest of its life cycle. Now today I am not showing any PlayStation 4 footage. I'm not doing one of my normal technical reviews. This is actually the first time I've ever done something like this, and I just felt I needed to because of the minimum requirements that have been released for Star Wars Battlefront. The minimum requirements say that you need 8 gigabytes of RAM to run the game. Now, if you look on the left-hand side of the screen, I'm using MSI Afterburner's performance overlay. You have GPU usage percentage, then you have VRAM usage right below it, which is not reading accurately because I do not have the 420 gigabyte memory version of the GTX 760 in this computer. I have the 2 gigabyte version, so I'm not really sure why that's reading like that, but everything else appears to be reading correctly. The CPU usage, and at the bottom, the RAM usage, which is somewhere in the middle of 3 gigabytes. So anywhere from 3 to 3.8 gigabytes of usage I saw, and then with a couple very, very short stints up to 3.9 gigabytes of usage. So it's definitely using most of the RAM that the Potato Masher has to offer, but it is definitely not using 8 gigabytes, which it can't because the system doesn't have 8, but it does not appear to really affect performance in any noticeable way. Now, I'm running everything on medium because that's what the game recommended, and I'm getting 60 FPS most of the time, with some small drops into the 50s, maybe high 40s. But this is a pre-release game. You know, there will be patches, there will be drivers. I think the game will probably run a little bit better than this at release, but it looks great even on medium settings, so I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, I wanted to show this to you guys because I think minimum requirements are maybe a little overzealous these days, and I think you can actually run most games on much lower settings than, or much lower hardware than the game developers recommend. And there's a bunch of reasons for that, but we won't get into. But yeah, the game appears to be running really well on the Potato Masher. Now, obviously, I will do a more thorough technical review and comparison to the PlayStation 4 version once the final versions of the game release. So take this all with a grain of salt. Like I said, this is a beta, it's unreleased, it's also kind of a Battlefield game. You never know what you're going to get with the release of one of those. Everything could start stuttering, everything could go wrong, or it could work fine. Now, I will say, I did encounter one big stutter while I was playing, but it did not appear to be related to the RAM, but I'm going to tell you about it anyway. When I was playing the Walker Assault game mode, if I got too close to the AT-AT Walker, the game would have really big stutters for a couple seconds. The RAM usage didn't go up or down or anything else, and I've had these same stutters on my personal gaming rig, which has 16 gigs of RAM. So like I said, I don't think it's a RAM issue. I think it's probably just an optimization issue that'll get worked out before the game releases or shortly thereafter. But I did want to show it to you, and I'm curious to hear if any of the rest of you are encountering this same bug when you're near the AT-AT or any other large vehicle on the map. So this is just a little preview. I'm looking forward to testing the final game when it comes out. There'll be a much more thorough video, but for now, thank you for watching. If you want any more information about the Potato Masher, there's links in the description of this video, and have a great day.